What's one of the most number one? What is the number one most important strategy to get 90% of your patients into lifelong retention, living chiropractic lifestyle, taking that message into generations, breaking generational health patterns, and eventually disrupting healthcare with chiropractic lifestyle? Hey, I'm going to go through that now. And it's the one thing nobody talks about that is the key that all the people in history that have disrupted the world, created the world we live in, and created mass movements in the world. It's the one aspect, characteristics that they have that we don't put as a strategy into our patient education, if you want to call it, or into the systems of our practice. And what is that? Hey, you have to have an enemy. What does that mean? First of all, I'm Dr. Fred DiDomenico, and our number one strategy and goal is retention. We create lifelong patients that affect generations. Now, why do we create an enemy? Now, think about this. If you're going to play tennis and you're hitting a tennis ball against a wall in the local high school, you're going to try that hard, right? But if you're in a tournament, a local tournament, and you're playing and you're playing for the number one or number two seed, and you want to win first or second, are you going to play your best? An opponent brings the best out of you, and this is what we miss when we're trying to build a practice. Because what's the key to building a practice? It's not creating a patient. That's the problem. One of the core values in Elite is we create purpose-driven leaders, not just in our team, but we create purpose-driven leaders in patients. Why? Because we give them an enemy. Hey, spiritually, I don't really care for the word enemy, but what's the enemy? It's not a person, it's a paradigm. It's the medical paradigm that was not created for health. And you guys know that. It was created by Rockefeller because he got busted by the DOJ in 1911 for monopolizing oil. So he created petroleum based drugs. You guys know that is not healthcare, it is death care. Best system to save your life if you're going to die and you're in an urgent situation, but nothing one of the worst on healthcare. So, what's the enemy? Who is the enemy? The medical paradigm, the belief system that healthcare is about medicine, that we go to medical doctors for health problems. Man, you go down that medical wormhole, you'll never get out. And so, here's the key. What's the characteristic that creates mass movements in history? They all had an enemy. So let's look at a born again Christian. Who's their enemy? The devil, Satan, sin, right? Look at all the religious wars. Who's the enemy? The other religion. All you got to do is go to the Middle East. Centuries of wars, right? Who was the enemy to medicine? Alternative healthcare. Why? Because people will get healthy without taking our drugs. Medicine did it to chiropractors. Why don't we do that to medicine and teach people health is energy? Spinal cord is a lifeline. That's the foundation of health. Health is not chemistry. Health is energy. Once you create an enemy, and we show you how to do that on day one, day two. We're going to show you how to do that in this boot camp coming up August 22nd through the 24th. We're going to show you exactly how to do this, where you create patients that are leaders, you create patients that are purpose driven, you create patients that want to create a movement, and you create patients that want to create social change in healthcare, because every single American would tell you we have a healthcare problem minimally in this country. So what do? You create an enemy, you create purpose, you create desire, you create a bunch of people. All your patients are more purpose driven than most chiropractors. And then all you have to do is show up. That's how people will stay for a lifetime. They'll bring their family, they'll tell everybody they know, they'll want to come for generations, they'll teach the generations after them. So eventually we can disrupt healthcare with chiropractic at the tip of the spear. Are you crazy enough to believe that can happen? Because if you are crazy enough to believe it can happen, I can show you exactly how to do it. 27 years of human behavior, 20 years of studying people, strategies, and business models that disrupted industries that create the world that we live in. Let's align with those. Let's create chiropractic healthcare lifestyle to be the number one primary healthcare in the world today. Hey, if you believe that and you believe we may even see it in our lifetime, come to Elite, go to Elite Coaching LLC, schedule a generational breakthrough call, and let's talk about what your vision is. And then if we can help you do that, man, we're going to impact the world on a bigger level than we may have even imagined. Hey, if you're on board with that, click on the link below. Let's get on a phone call and let's create an impactful, lifelong relationship. All right. Love you guys. Peace.